What's up, my YouTubers? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. TGIF. The best stuff in the world with a little bit of Strike Force energy in it, which is the best energy drink in the world. Discount coupon code ALF Andy 4333. Save 20% on Strike Force energy. Go to their website, put that in the promo code, get 20% off. Hey Keenan, what's going on, buddy? How are you? We're going to change things up a little bit tonight. We're going to wait till more people gets on here, but we're going to change it up a little bit. How are you doing, Keenan? You doing okay? How's Canada? It's a little chilly down here, so trying to get the camera exactly where I want it. King, what's up, buddy? Man, I am way first. You was way first. I'm way early, too. Thanks for having that notification bell on. Thanks for having the notification bell on, King. Thanks for having the notification bell on, Mike. How's it going? Just trying to get the tripod set even here. I'm good. That's good to hear, Keenan. King says, hey, yo, Mike. And Mike says, hey, all about vehicles. Fellas, I'm going to read some comments starting out, and then we're going to change things up a little bit tonight, and I'm going to see how y'all like that. So I'm going to wait till some more people get on here. Cold here too. I know. That sucks, man. I hate this time of year. You get up in the morning, your vehicle is, you know, iced over, not iced over, but the windshield is like fogged over or something got water dew on it. Takes forever for it to get done. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. And then you turn on the defroster and the heat, and then coming home, you turn on the air conditioner. You wear a coat to work, carry it out. I don't know. Just gets on my nerves. Like 45 degrees. I'm not sure what it is outside right now. It was 40 something this morning. Keenan, the notification bell is great, and I just hit the stop streaming button on OBS, and then you were live. Great timing. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been super busy today. Super busy. I did about 4 videos. Took me 4 or 5 hours to get it all shot and everything. Let me take my watch off. This thing's heavy. Actually, I don't need to, because I'm going to read all the comments. I am super busy. I am crazy busy. Seems like I'm just spread so thin lately, but that's not a bad thing. Make money all the way around. It's all good. We've got 7 people on now. 1 like. Hit that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. So how was y'all's week? Mine was pretty good. Had vacation again today. Had 3 days vacation I had to use up by the end of the week, or by the end of next week actually. And I was going to take 3 days off next week, but I decided to split it up. So I took a couple of half days last week, took today off, and I'm going to take next Friday off. So I'll have 3-day weekends, you know, the last 3 weeks. Rainy. Let's see here. I'm not on live chat. Let me get on live chat here. I'm on live chat now. Sup, Rebel Rouser? How's it going, buddy? King. Let's see, I still have 2 weeks vacation left at work. Yeah, I get mine back. I think it's next Saturday. I get like 28 or 29 days. I don't know. You'll be there 21. I'll be there 21 years. I topped out last year on vacation. My class said a number that is associated to sexual activity. What? My class said a number that is associated to sexual activity, and then he said it was too big, and the whole class was laughing when he said the number one student said was too big. Oh, high school. Good times. Good times. Sort of. I wouldn't go back, but good memories. I'm taking 1 in November and 1 in December. Nice, nice. Enjoy your time off, King. Enjoy your time off. Hey, Doug. Y'all screwing with me again. I'm not falling for that stuff, people. I didn't see Doug. Hi, Doug. Yeah, let me scroll back down through here. Yeah, I'm not seeing Doug. Unless his comment just didn't show up. Courtney! Slow me and crew. You got to be talking about yourself. You shouldn't be talking about yourself in the third person like that, Slow me. But it is what it is. If you want to talk about yourself in the third party, I'm good with it. K-Dog, Doug is here. I'm not seeing Doug. If Doug's here, hi, Doug. But I didn't see a comment from Doug. Doug, if you're here, welcome, buddy. I don't know why the comment didn't show up. I am on live chat. We got 12 people on. I'm going to give it just a little bit later, and we're going to change things up. I've been telling people we're going to change things. Hey, TW, that's funny. So we're going to change things up a little bit tonight. 10 people's on. You know, I am still about 10 minutes early. Instead of reading all the comments, I've had a few, a few comments after the video and stuff that says, why are you reading to us? We can read. We can read everybody's comment. You don't need to read everybody's comment. So what I'm going to do tonight, yes, I'm on live chat. I just changed over. Let me double check, but I did just, yes, I am on live chat, so I just don't see it. But what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to go over some stuff. We're going to have a little game that won't have a finale till next week. Hey, Edge, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Edge is saying hi to people. Mike, I'm only going to say it once, Tennessee. Huh. Well, I wouldn't bet on that, and I don't know how you knew what the game was going to be, but, oh, I guess the title to the live might have gave it away. I got my new iPhone XS Max in the mail tonight. Sweet. I can't decide if I'm going with the new iPhone. I've got 256 gigs right now, and I have so many YouTube shot that I don't have any more storage on my phone. 256 gigs full. I have to delete stuff, such as pictures and stuff like that, before I can shoot any video. I shot like 3 or 4 videos today of the Tundra. There'll be truck stuff coming next week. And my phone was like, when I started to, I shot it on the GoPro, and then I uploaded it to the iPhone so I could edit it easier. And it said you must delete something to be able to upload the last picture, which was 11 minutes. It was 11 minutes. I was like, good Lord. So I may go with the Samsung this time, just because I can get a terabyte of memory, which I'm sure I can fill that up to, more than likely. Let's see, it was really funnier when he said he was confused and got 100 times. I'd say it was. Courtney said, hi. Mine's the most storage, both my iPhone 8 Plus and yeah, mine has like the most storage you could get, but I filled it up. I don't know. But I will probably get the terabyte in the Edge says you can get 2 terabytes in it. Nice. Nice, Edge. Springfield. I don't want to miss anybody. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody going out through here. I didn't miss anybody. Springfield. Let's see, where's he at? I just seen that. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday, Springfield. Welcome to the live stream, buddy. Hope you had a great week. Some more people saying hi. I'm also getting a GoPro Hero 7. Nice. I got a 5. It does everything I need. Let me tell you something. Sniper. Let me tell you. When I turned on voice commands on my GoPro, I don't know what I was saying, but you can say GoPro start recording and it will start recording. You can say GoPro stop recording and it will stop recording. And I had that turned on and I would start shooting videos and it would cut off right in the middle of the video. The holster review I put up yesterday, I think it was, it did that to it. I was halfway through the video, it cut off. I didn't know it cut off. I kept talking, had to shoot the whole video again. So what I did was I just cut off voice commands to the GoPro. I will probably wind up buying a remote control for it just to turn it off and on. And that's probably how I run it now. Today, I just hit the button and turned it on and off. I can edit that out. No big deal. I may just keep doing it that way and save my money, but I may buy a remote. I don't know. I ain't decided yet. But, you know, who knows. Why are you reading to us? LOL. I know, right? So I'm not reading all the comments tonight. I'm not reading all the comments. There's 11 people on. I'm still not timed to be on yet. My dog is already scratching at the door like he did last week and driving me crazy. Samsung has a good camera. It does have a good camera, Justin. It really, really does. Also getting an Apple Watch 4. My wife has an Apple Watch. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. But she does have an Apple Watch. The Samsung has a better camera than an iPhone, in my opinion. When I go to concerts, hey, Nathan, what's going on? Nathan Likes Drums here. I really appreciate you being here tonight. Welcome to the live stream. Let's see here. But the Samsung does have a better camera. I want to say that. When I go to concerts, I look at people in front of me. They have Samsungs. I have an iPhone. You know, they're in front of me. I can compare the picture. The picture's clear on theirs. I mean, it just is. And I really may go to that. I would like to know what editing software a Samsung has. So if you have a Samsung phone and you've ever done YouTube on your phone, because I do a ton of it on my phone, what editing software do they use? I'm sure it's not iMovie. I don't know if you can actually get iMovie for it. I know the iMovie is iPhone, but sometimes it's cross, I don't even know what the word is I'm looking for, but sometimes you can cross it over to a different phone. And I was just curious what editing software you use on a Samsung. Tim Francis, what's going on, buddy? How are you today? Here's from X Tech Salesman. If you don't use iPad or Mac Pro, go Android phone because they're cheaper and better in my opinion. Dude, I agree. I really think I'm going to go Samsung. I'm going to get one of the bigger phones. This little phone, here's when I'll get a phone. Me and my wife get new phones every single Christmas. That's what we get each other for Christmas. We just go ahead and upgrade to the latest and greatest phone. And I'm sure she'll probably stick with the iPhone, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go with Samsung, mainly because of the storage. Mike says, "Hey, buddy, what's up?" He's digging at the door. I don't know what he wants. He said, "Poor buddy. Buddy has drove me crazy today. Holy crap, he's drove me. I've took him outside 4,000 times if I've took him once. He has drove me nuts. I mean, nuts. He like sprinkles just a little bit, and he runs back inside wanting a treat. Oh, he's drove me crazy." Keena, there are 3 new iPhones, new iPhone X. Yep, there are 3 new ones, but just because of storage, I think I'm going to go with a Samsung. Hey, anybody knows this? So I know Samsung has a little SD memory card. Okay, read my comment. Gear is slow. Gear is slow fast. He is so. If I read this right, Courtney said, read my comment. Gear is so fast. See, if I read it real fast and add fast at the end, that's what it sounds like. So tell me this. If you have a Samsung and I use like a little memory card, a little SD, micro SD card for my GoPro, can I take that? I guess I can't because I wouldn't have a memory card in the phone. Never mind. Stupid question. Answered it myself. Let's see. Everybody saying hi. I'm getting a MacBook. We have a MacBook. I hate it. But I do have a computer over here now. I need to set up OBS and get working with it. It's a Windows-based computer. I think it's a Chrome. I don't know. But I need to set that up. Let's see, Rebel Rouser. Yeah, my 7-year-old Samsung takes great pictures. It probably takes just as good pictures as my brand new iPhone X I got last year. It's the video editor just on a Samsung. So they have one already made into the phone. Is that what you're saying? Samsung actually has one in the phone already. Do you have? No, I do not have AirPods. I actually have 3 sets of wireless headphones. I have a set that I leave at work. It's the Hush 2s, I think it is, or something like that, by Skullcandy. I have a pair of Skullcandy Crushers that are wireless that I use to mow the yard in and I run in, and then I have a set of Bose Quiet Comfort that I take on vacation and listen to stuff in. The reason I don't use the Bose Quiet Comfort to mow the yard in and stuff like that, one reason they were way expensive, and I got the Crushers on sale for like $60, so it wasn't a big purchase. Don't think about it like that. But 2 is my Beats might have went underneath the lawnmower and got shredded, so I don't know. Let's see here. Take it out. Let's see where we were at. Just catch up on the comments a little bit. You can use a microchip on the. Yeah, I know, but if I take it out and start to put another one in, Mini Dotson, must have missed something. Let's scroll down here for a minute. I read that. AirPods, there we go. My dog does the same thing. Yeah, he goes crazy. He wants to go outside and get a treat. He tries to fool you. And you can also just use the editing software for the GoPro and upload. Yep, you can. I've got used to iMovie. The only reason I still use it. Mom's getting the iPhone XR. I'm sure she will like that. I love the way the iPhone works. It's so simple and easy to use. I'm going to miss that. And it's been so long since I had an Android phone. It's going to be crazy to go back to it. Maybe he had a batter infection, or a block. I hope he doesn't have a batter infection. If he does, we're going to, make him into a cake. Hey, Dan. I ain't seeing Dan, but if Dan's here, hey, I'm not falling for all this, Dan and Mopar. So if you're here, hey, Dan, I hope you're glad to have you on the live stream. I'll get that out here in a minute. There it is, Mini Dotson. I see what he's asking now. Take it out and put it in your phone. It won't be formatable properly. Okay, I see what you're saying there. I see what you're thinking. And yes, Samsung does have it on the phone. Thank you, Keenan. I appreciate that. Check my Insta, King. You can see her in action. Yeah. iPhones. There's Dan. What's up, Dan? How you going, buddy? I don't trust all these people because they started this on me and then we followed it over to everybody else. So when they start saying hey TW and hey Dan, until I see it, I'm a little hesitant. iPhone's no thanks. Android is my preferred phone because I'm trading out AT&T. I understand. I'm going to Verizon. I'm with Verizon right now. I'm totally with them. Does Skull Candy have good bass? The Crushers has amazing bass. Amazing. It's got this little slider on it. You can slide it up and down and give it more bass or less bass. It actually has way better bass than the Bose Quiet Comforts. And literally, they were like $300. I got them for my birthday a couple years ago. And the $60 Crushers, way, way better bass. Now, Crushers are usually like $100 some dollars, but I got them on sale. I think actually that might have been even with my Best Buy bucks. I can't remember. I might have had to pay $30 or $60 because I had some Best Buy bonus points where I bought a TV and some other stuff. So I got a huge discount on it. Getting a new phone next month. Which one you gonna get, King? Let me know. ISO Tunes. Is that the name of the editing software on Samsung? Edge. What are you getting, King? That's what I was wondering. What are you getting? I've had Skull Candy earphones. They weren't good. I'd avoid them. You know, I've got the regular headphones, and they're all right for what they are. I mean, they're cheap, but they work good. I've never had any issues with them. Let's see. So gear, I'm getting new Apple gear. All new Apple gear. Nice, nice. I like Apple gear. I don't have a problem with it. I just wish it had more memory. GoPro 5 have Bluetooth. Yes, I think it does. Yes, because I can connect it to my phone, so I know it has Bluetooth. Well, guys, I'm going to get to see Gears live streams more often next 3 weeks because I'm only working 2 days a week for the remainder of this month. I'm glad you can make my live streams, but I don't know if working 2 days a week is good or bad. If it's good, congratulations. If it's bad, I'm sorry, Dan. You happy with Verizon? Yes. My Verizon wouldn't get service here for long. I got good service, and then all of a sudden, boom, it went out. And I was like, what? I couldn't make a phone call or nothing. I did not know that I had to turn on Wi-Fi calling when you don't get good service. I turned on Wi-Fi calling. I have no issues since I did that, and that's been about a week and a half ago. I can call anywhere in the house. I have no disconnections, nothing like that. It's pretty great, actually. iPhone S Max is $512. Nice, nice. That's about $2,000. It's nuts. It's cheaper here. Everything in Canada is pretty high. All right, let's get through some of these. Mike Isato, let's see here. Well, Justin, Verizon has much better coverage than AT&T. Verizon costs a little more, but you're getting also getting more. I agree. We got 12 people on here. We're good to go. All right. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to change this up a little bit. I've not been reading all the comments because I've been getting some criticism on that. And I want to try something different and see if y'all like it, see if other people like it. Because normally I get 100 and some views on a live stream before it's all said and done. People come and watch it afterwards and stuff like that. So I'm not going to read all the comments tonight. Now, if you all want to go back to that, that's cool. We can go back to reading all the comments. No problem. I don't have a problem with that. But I want to try something different and see if y'all like it. I can't guarantee I can do this every week because I'm not creative enough to come up with stuff every week. But what we're going to do, now, if y'all want to make this into a game, we can do that. If y'all just want to give feedback on here, we can do that. Can't believe people claim. I know, Mike. But they do. And, you know, I just want to give you all what you want. So we're going to try something different tonight and see how it works. I cannot predict college football. Don't watch. Well, you can just guess. I'll give you the information. Just guess. Let's play Uno. If you all was here, I'd play Uno. I've got Uno cards. No big deal. But if everybody was here, we'd have a big game of Uno out by the fire pit. I started to do the live stream by the fire pit, but I didn't. All right, so what we're going to do is if you want to make this game, so for the ones that want to make this a game, you're going to need a piece of paper because I cannot keep up with everybody's predictions. Then next week, I will give you the winners. You all can add it up, put your winners, how many you got right in the comment section next week. And whoever does that will win a Gear Runner decal. just got them back in stock about 2 days ago. I got like 10. I said I just got them back in stock. I got 10 back in stock. If that's what you want to do. You know, I don't know if you think a Gear Runner decal is worth it, but, you know, they're like $5, so you win a $5 decal. But what we're going to do is, we're going to do a few things tonight. First of all, we have college football. I wrote down all the top 25 teams. I said, well, let's put it this way, Andy. 5 days off, great, relaxing, not so good for paycheck, which is why I'm also looking for... That's what I was talking about. You know, it's not great for a paycheck. So, you know, if you like the time off, that's good. If you need the money, that's bad. You know, I don't know everybody's financial situation, but if you need the money, not so great. So I've got the top 25 teams wrote down. I have all my predictions circled. You can see here, mine, you don't have to go off mine. My predictions don't mean nothing. I'm not a professional analyst, nothing. I just want to show you my paper, because next week, I will show you this paper again and show you how many I got right. I just want to show you that I had stuff wrote on the sides so that you could tell this was the same paper. I had notes wrote on the side. After that, I read an article this week about the best and worst average 5-year depreciation in vehicles. Some of them kind of surprised me. Some of them didn't. I was shocked to see one auto manufacturer was not on the list. We'll go over them later. First, though, now we'll do that here in a minute. Right now, what we're going to be doing, I'm down for Uno. We can't play Uno. If we was all here, we play Uno. If you want to do this, though, you'll need a piece of paper. So, I'll give you a minute or so to go get a piece of paper. And while we're waiting, I'll show you some gun porn. I'm ready. Well, I'm already liking this. Gun porn. X95 Tavor. Bullpup. Very short. But it has a 16.5-inch barrel. I think it is. Maybe even a 17-inch barrel. I think it's actually a 17-inch barrel on the X95 because it has to be a certain overall length to be legal. And I believe these had a 17 or 17.1-inch barrel to maintain legality in the United States, I think. Also has a Streamlight light, Aimpoint Comp M4. Best optic ever made, in my opinion. Like a 6 or 7 year battery life on one single AA battery. That's amazing. It's amazing. A Tavor, God to love those guns. Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I like mine. I've had it for a little while. Well, I'm not going to be able to do that, Andy, because I'm currently in the laundromat, so I'll just listen in. All right, that works too. If you want to keep up, all right, if you want to keep up with your picks, that's cool too. Just remember who you want, but don't cheat. I mean, you know, I'm not accusing anybody of cheating, but it's a $5 decal. It's really not. Let's keep all this legal. I don't think anybody would, but I want to throw that out there. It's not like you're winning anything huge, so let's all be honest about this. We'll do it. I like the FN. Are you talking about the FN FS2000 that I traded for this? That was a good gun, but the magazines didn't drop freely. See, on this one, I can hit the magazine release, which is right here, and the magazine just falls out. Now, on the FN, it didn't do that because it has an O-ring inside the mag well, because those guns were designed to use over like in Israel and stuff like that. Or not in Israel, I guess they did use them in Israel, but over in sandy areas, and the whole gun is completely O-ring sealed. Well, if we can't cheat, I'm out. Come on, Mike. I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding. Let's see. Rob Yoda. What's up, Rob Yoda? How's it going? I might have missed a few people. Let me scroll through and make sure I didn't miss anybody. Do you buy all those guns? Mostly. Some, I bought all these guns. I'm having one customized for the channel, and that one is getting done for me for time on the channel. So I do have a custom gun coming up, and I did get fortunate enough that the company was willing to do that for channel time. So, you know, when that comes up, they did contact me this week. They're starting to do it. Probably in the next week or two, I'll have that in, and we'll start that whole build. There'll be several videos on this pistol coming up, and this pistol is going to be sweet. Sweet. Really sweet. I won next week. I won next week. All right, let's hear. Hi, Rob Yoda. Yeah, hey, Rob Yoda. Welcome to the channel. If you want to play along, college football pick'em, you need a piece of paper. Yep, that one I love. Comfort of the the S2000 was a good gun, and I traded it even for this. And I know the S2000 is actually worth more money because they don't import them anymore. But the thing is, no gun store will give you a $2,000 X95 even trade for a gun that's even worth $24,000 or $500. They're going to want probably, at least a little bit of boot. They're going to try to squeeze you for what they can. That guy's eyes got as big as saucers when he seen that FS2000 still in the box. He went crazy, and he just gave me the moon for it. LL, you don't buy guns, you make investments. That is true. That is very true. Very, very true. I don't see. Oh, Rob. Okay. I guess Throb Nation's not going to be on here tonight. I think you said Rob, it made me think about Throb Nation, but I've not seen him yet. Well, Brian, I do agree with you. FN are awesome, except for the problem with them. They have very gritty trigger, which I cannot. All right, I will agree with that. The FN I had a gritty trigger. Let me tell y'all something. I am this close to buying one of the new FN 509 Tacticals. Because, God, they look so nice. I mean, they look so... A lizard got robbed. He probably did. He's probably all huddled up in the corner sucking on his thumb right now because the lizard looked at him cross-eyed. Maybe that snake's back and his phone's on the other side of it and he can't go get it. I don't know. But they look awesome. And the thing that makes me really want to buy them... Now, I'm not just saying this because I own one. I did buy this trigger. I'm sure it was a baby lizard. Probably was. I did buy this trigger. The trigger in my Smith & Wesson MP 2.0 is the best trigger I've ever felt in my entire life. I've had $3,500, $4,000 1911 customs that didn't have as good a trigger in them as the Apex trigger in my MP 2.0. It's amazing. Apex now makes basically the same trigger for the FN 509 Tactical. Oh, I wish they hadn't have done that, because that gun is not cheap, and it makes me want to buy one. I agree with the trigger, but they do smooth out. Yeah, they do smooth out. But nonetheless, if I get one, I will probably immediately put a Apex in it. And, that's just 2 videos. You get a review of the gun, shooting it, then you get a review of the trigger install and shooting it and a comparison of the trigger. So it's a no-brainer. But I'm pretty close to pulling the trigger on one of them. Still trying to think it out. I try to hold this stuff in about, no, you don't need that right now. You don't need that right now. The other side of me, the little devil side that sits on his shoulder, goes, quit being a sissy and buy the gun. It's a fight. Angel, devil. Don't know. All right, here we go. So if y'all want, pulling the trigger, I know, right? Pun intended. Got to go later, everyone. Have a good weekend. Have a great weekend, King. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. All right, here we go. So what I want y'all to do is, if you want to play along, that's fine. I like the 45 Tactical too. What I want y'all to do, if you don't want to play along, that's cool. We don't have to play as long, but we're going to go through these. I can't get this. My throat's a little dry. We're going to go through these. I'm going to give you my picks. A couple of things I'm going to talk a little bit about. And then if y'all want to write your picks in the comments, that's cool. We can do that. I'll kind of go through them as we go. But here we go. So the game that's on probably right now is USF and Tulsa. I've not watched USF play any, and I've seen Tulsa play like one game. But USF was a beast last year, and I'm going with USF. One of the best games I saw last year was USF against UCF. Amazing game. Amazing. There was like 4 touchdowns scored in like the last 2 minutes or something. It was ridiculous. But that game was amazing. So my pick is USF just based on what they had last year. I run a lot, but I still like my Timney. Apex is also good. Timney makes good triggers. My stepdad's had a few of them. I've never personally owned a Timney. All my rifle triggers are Geisley's. Who is USF? University of South Florida is who USF is. Brian, quick question. How come the Ruger SR9, which is cheaper gun, has a smoother trigger? My SR9 did not have a smoother trigger than my FN did. My SR9 had one of the worst triggers I've ever felt in a gun ever. They're older, their older guns, was it like the PM9? Had great double action triggers. They were real smooth, and the single action was good. But man, their SR that polymer gun was awful. I go with all the commercial. I don't watch football of any kind. I understand. I understand. I'm just changing this up a little bit. Plus, it may draw more people into the channel too with some football stuff. If we want to talk about trucks, like I said, I have truck stuff over here also. So if y'all want to play along, you can do that. I'm just giving you my pick. Kyle S., if you could only have one gun for concealed carry, what would it be? Glock 19 Gen 5. This is actually rocking a Tuxton Tactical Kryptek holster. But Glock 19 all day long. All day long. My Glock 19 Gen 4 is actually what I'm having customized. And when that gets done, I'm probably going to say a custom Glock 19 Gen 4. But, sweet, I'm getting one tomorrow. Great choice. I have a Tulsa 7 SF3. Oh, Tulsa 7. Well, that's early in the game. A 10mm Glock. I've had two 10mm Glocks. They were pretty good. Mike says Tulsa. My stepdad has a compensated 10mm Glock. That thing shoots like a 9mm. It's ridiculous. But still, 19 is my choice. Minnesota versus Ohio State. I'm glad Rob is not on here because I have to go with Ohio State. Dwayne Haskins and their offense. Second quarter just started. Gen 3. I like the Gen 4s and Gen 5s mainly because of the mag release right here. That's what I like about it. Ohio State and who? Minnesota. Ohio State's going to blow them out of the water. Dwayne Haskins and that high-flying offense of Ohio State is going to be amazing. I mean, I hate to say that because I don't like Ohio State, but man, they've really turned it on. I think they've got Georgia second, but I honestly think Ohio State should be second because Georgia's not impressed me. We'll get to that in a minute. But Ohio State's a real deal. Nobody in the country is going to beat Alabama. God, they're just amazing, but we'll get to that in a minute too. Have to say, if I could carry, I would get a Glock because of reliability. I hate to block. Yeah. Once you get used to the block, it's not a big deal. You just have, I've put, God, I don't know, 15, 20,000 rounds or so through a Glock or several different Glocks. And now I don't even notice that. Sorry, but I have no clocks for me. Sorry, I could not. Let's see, where we at? Oh, Dan retracted. Okay, here we go. Florida versus Vanderbilt. Felipe Franks is coming on good. I think Dan Mullen, my carry is a 29 Smith. Nice revolver. I think Dan Mullen has really developed Felipe Franks, and I think they're doing a good job. Even though, I'm a Florida fan, I did not expect them to win last week over LSU. That makes me think that LSU, either isn't quite as good, but I honestly believe LSU is not a bad team. I just think we're coming on and was a little bit underranked a little bit. First year, I didn't have very high expectations, but now I feel like Florida is going to be coming on strong. I've got Florida winning this and over Vanderbilt, and I think the spread's only like 7 or so, but I think Florida blows them out. I actually thought about going to that game tomorrow, but we decided not to. Next, Tennessee versus Auburn. Here's Mike's team, Tennessee. I pick Auburn. Auburn's not had a good year. Jarrett Stidham, I think he'll do better this week than he did last week. Gus Malzahn will have, kind of fix them over the last over last week. And I think that, I think Auburn will blow Tennessee out. Jeremy Pruitt, I honestly think he's a good coach. I really do. But I don't think he's got it all together yet. I think his team is in disarray. Oh, this hurts Auburn. I knew it. I knew it, Mike. I think he's got his team kind of in disarray. Not him, but I think the team was there already, and he's not got all the pieces put back together. Garantano is not a great quarterback. I don't know anybody that likes Garantano. When Garantano went out the other day and the other guy come in, I don't even know his name. I thought he did a better job, and now Garantano, I don't know. I don't know why they went back to Garantano, but hey, it is what it is, and that's what they want to do. So be it. Next, Pittsburgh versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame is number 5 now. I don't like Notre Dame. I think they rank Tennessee. Rob Yoda says Tennessee. I don't know about that, Rob. They're going to do some amazing stuff. Now, I've seen some crazy stuff happen, but I don't see them pulling that one out. I don't think Tennessee will win a single game in the SEC this year, and they might not win another game all year. And listen to my reasoning on this. Hey, JC, how's it going, buddy? They might not win another game all year, and listen to my reason on this before you dog me out. By the time they get through the gauntlet that they have coming up right now, they might be too hurt to beat Charlotte. I think that's the easy game they got coming up. They might be too hurt to beat them. So that's why I say that. We'll have to find that out later, but hey, you never know. So Pittsburgh versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to win this easily, more than likely. Brian Kelly and has got that team going on good. Ian Brook is the quarterback, and you know they're showing some pretty good skills right now. So I've got at Gear Runner, I've got Notre Dame winning that one pretty good. Georgia versus LSU. Upset alert. Upset alert. All right. The reason I say this, you got Jake Fromm on Georgia. I don't think Jake Fromm is having as good a year this year as he had last year, numbers-wise. LSU has Joe Burrow, and he was amazing a few weeks ago. Georgia is playing LSU at LSU, Death Valley, at night. At night. That is why I pick LSU. Night game. If it was a day game, I pick Georgia. Playing in Death Valley at night is ridiculous. And I'm glad Eddie ain't on here too. If he was, I'd give him a hard time about last week because we beat LSU. But if Eddie's on here, chime in. I'm just giving you a hard time. Because I figured he'd be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who's my favorite? Florida, of course. I don't know if that question was directed towards me, but I just caught it popping up. Oh, Keenan. I guess that was directed towards Keenan. But key here, playing at night. That's all I've got to say about that. Death Valley at night, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, next. Washington versus Oregon. Another upset alert. I think Washington gets beat by Oregon. They're playing at Oregon. I think Oregon's a little dude. They're not bad this year. See ya, firearm expert. See the guys tomorrow or whatever. Have a great night, Keenan. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I pick Oregon over Washington. Even though Washington's 7th and Oregon's 17th, I just think Oregon's going to pull it out. I'm not an expert on college football. I just have a feeling about this one. I think Justin Herbert is going to play a good game tomorrow, and I think Oregon wins this. Courtney says, hashtag Oregon Life. That's right. What do muzzle brakes do? Muzzle brakes make the gun a lot louder. Nah, they do make the gun a lot louder. But what they do is they keep the muzzle flatter by redirecting gas out of the muzzle in certain directions. So it pushes that muzzle down instead of letting it rise up. So it reduces recoil and, that's what reduces recoil. So it keeps the muzzle flatter and reduces recoil. And that's what they do. A flash hider, which is different. This is a flash hider right here. It reduces what it says, flash. A muzzle brake will actually, is that the same as a choke on a shotgun? No, a choke actually makes the spread change on a shotgun. But the muzzle brake actually will create more flash, but it keeps the muzzle flatter by redirecting gases. whereas a choke and a shotgun won't redirect the gas because it's not at the end with certain ports. Now, I will tell y'all this, for my Glock build coming up, I did order a brake. Now, I know that's a 9mm or compensator. They're also known as compensators, like on pistols. Help with muzzle rise and sprinkle. Exactly right, Rob Yoda. I did order a comp for that gun. A lot of people's running comps on 9mm. I found a very good comp on sale, and it was like $69 on sale from $100, and I'm sure they'll go back up to $100 next week. So I went ahead and ordered that, and I just want to see how good it works. There's a few reasons behind this, and I'll get into that into the video, so I don't want to spoil it, but I'll go over that whenever I do the video about the comp. All right, let's see here. Next, Michigan State, Penn State. Michigan State ain't been good in a few years. Penn State all the way. Trace McSorley is a great quarterback. I think if they would have let him play last week, his game, at the end of the game, they would have won. But they didn't. They called some stupid run play up the middle, lost the ball game. I was so disappointed. I wanted Penn State to win that game so bad, but they didn't. But Penn State is going to blow Michigan State out of the water. Penn State, big, huge. All right, next game. I had a little bit of hard time deciding on this. Texas and Baylor. I've got Texas. I think Texas is back. I think they've got that team going on the right direction. Baylor's always had a high-flying offense, but any team like Texas that has somebody called Dicker the Kicker is going to win this game. Dicker the Kicker. They must have said that 10,000 times on TV last week during the Oklahoma game. So I'm going with Texas just because they got Dicker the Kicker. Go Dicker. All right, next. UCF versus Memphis. Kelly Mond, you know, UCF and Kelly Mond is, let's see, a break also makes people mad. Yeah, because it's crazy loud. Crazy. UCF has always had a great offense. They've been amazing offense for years. Self-proclaimed national champions. I mean, they went undefeated. They have the longest Dick Her or Digger. Dick Her. Dicker. Let's see. I guess it's D-I-C-K-E-R. Dicker the Kicker. I would like to have that last name. That'd be a cool last name. I would like to have like Justin Beaver Dicker. Man, that'd be sweet. But anyway, back to this. I'm not even drunk and I come up with that. So UCF has always had, you know, they've got the longest winning streak in the country. So there's no reason for me to believe that they're not going to blow Memphis out. Memphis had a good team last year, not so great this year, you know. Oh boy, Edge. Oh boy. Sorry, Edge. Had to remove that comment because G-rated. I know I almost stepped over that boundary, but I laughed at it. I thought it was funny, but I didn't want other people reading it later. Number 22, Texas A&M at South Carolina. Texas A&M beat Kentucky last week. And I moderated that. I know, Mike. I know. But I thought it was funny. I did think it was funny. Texas A&M at South Carolina. I could not believe Texas A&M beat Kentucky last week. I thought that was pretty amazing. Kentucky beat us. We did have a few linemen out on defense. I think that might have made a difference because since they've come back, our defense has been beasts. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. Didn't have it. Got beat. Maybe it woke us up. Made us a better team. I'll take it if that's what it was. Unfortunately, I got to see us get beat for the first time in 32 years by Kentucky. Imagine my disappointment. Okay, but I got Texas A&M over South Carolina. I think Jimbo Fisher is a lot better coach than Will Muschamp. I don't like Will Muschamp. I think he drove Florida into the mud. He's done a little better at South Carolina. Still nothing to write home about, in my opinion. Texas A&M. Missouri at Alabama. Alabama can beat NFL teams. There's not a doubt in my mind with Tua at quarterback that there's no way that Alabama can't beat some of the NFL teams. I always thought Alabama was so boring to watch. I thought they were so boring. They just beat it down your throat. Eddie, what up, Gear? Eddie, you missed me say that I thought LSU was going to win this week against Georgia. That's what's up. Upset alert. LSU beats Georgia in Death Valley at night. You heard it here. Gear prediction. So, Alabama. Go USL, Eddie. I see what you did there. So Alabama big, way big. Drew Lock has nothing for Tua. I can't say Tua's last name, or I would. I can't pronounce it. I get it wrong every time. I'm glad you have more faith than Odu. I know what you meant. I do. It's hard to beat LSU in Death Valley at night. I told him if it was a day game, I think Georgia wins. A night game, Georgia's not showed me anything this year. I think they win. Did I miss Garner? I don't know if I missed Garner. If I did, welcome to the live stream, Garner. Hope you had a great day. Gear Runner fan, $5. Sing country music, hat tunes because you have the voice for it. That's a compliment. You kind of remind me of Leonard Skinner. Thank you, Gear Runner fan. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. I can't sing anymore. I used to sing a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see the scar. I have a scar right here somewhere. You might not be able to see it. They thought I had cancer a few years back. They cut my throat and went in and biopsied my lung, and the scar tissue built back up, and it rubs against my vocal cords. That's why I sound hoarse a lot. I've always had a deeper voice, but that's why I sound hoarse. And when I start singing, I get even more hoarse and real raspy, and I just can't hardly carry a tune anymore. But, you know, at least I did not have cancer. I had a disease called sarcoidosis. It affects your lungs and your autoimmune system. It actually makes your joints feel like they have sticks of dynamite in them and they're exploding. You really can't even hardly walk or nothing. My knees hurt so bad I couldn't hardly move. I had to go on, they treat it just like cancer though. I actually had to go on cancer medication for a year, and it put it in remission. But it can come back at any time, and it can actually get in any part of your body. I have friends that have it in their eyes and they're going blind. Luckily mine was not in my eyes. It was in my joints, and I actually got my bladder. I had some blood in my urine, and doctors couldn't figure out where that come from, and they were really concerned about that. But once it all cleared up, it all went away. Which Florida team are we getting this weekend? Huh? Oh, you're getting the good Florida team. We're back. We're back, baby. We're tearing it up. We're beating Vanderbilt this weekend. I can tell you that. But it can come back at any time. And I tell you what's crazy. I was playing golf one time, and my buddy hit a ball across a bridge. I stepped on this covered bridge and got stung like 23 times by some waspers, and my immune system heightened up to fight off that venom that the waspers had stung me with, and it caused the sarcoid to come back. So when my immune system has to spike to fight something, I get a dose of that sarcoid back, and I had to go on cancer medication again. I went on prednisone that time instead of methotrexate. So I went on prednisone. It was on it for like 6 weeks, and it went away. But it can return. But it is what it is. I live with it, but at least it wasn't cancer. That's what it is. I'll be watching the Florida cheerleader. I understand, Garner. I understand. Next, we talked about Alabama. Nobody's beating Alabama this year. Nobody. Alabama would have to lose a lot of players for them to get beat. Throb Nation. I want you to know, Throb, I picked Minnesota over Ohio State this week because I think Ohio State sucks. I'm just kidding. Ohio State's going to blow them out. All right, number 6, West Virginia, with my boy Will Grier that used to be quarterback at Florida. And Rob, you didn't get eaten. Where was Rob at? Where did he get eaten at? And versus Iowa State. Will Grier, I mean, he's a Heisman candidate right now. Iowa State's not beating them. Although Iowa State did put a whooping on, who was it last year? Wisconsin? I can't remember who they beat last year. but they put a whooping on somebody that was really amazing. I hear you have seen the light now, the Buckeye fan. No, no, I'm not a Buckeye fan. But when you're playing Minnesota and I'm putting picks up for next week, I've got to be honest. I do think they're the number 2 team in the country, though. Nobody will beat Alabama. Ohio State wouldn't be, well, I ain't going to say they wouldn't be within 30 points because Alabama is letting people score like crazy. So, but just because Ohio State would put 40 points on Alabama, Alabama would put 70 on them. It's stupid how many points that Alabama can score. It's crazy. But my pick's West Virginia big. Will Grier, amazing passer. He was a good passer at Florida. I mean, it is what it is. Tennessee Vols can never beat out. Man, oh my God. I was pulling for Tennessee a couple times because if they would have beat Alabama, how was it? If they would have beat Alabama, we wouldn't have had to play Alabama in the SEC championship. Something. I can't remember what it was. But their punter had kicker had 2 chances to kick a field goal and win that ball game, and both times he kicked the guy in the belly. In the belly. Can turn their defense on. Yeah, I agree with that, Eddie. I do agree with that. But he kicked the guy in the belly. It ain't like it got blocked. You got the smarts and I got the looks. If you got the looks and I didn't, I am one ugly person. Holy crap, I'm awful. Just kidding. Just kidding, sexy. Way to be. Boston Dynamics can fix you. You've seen the robots. I've not seen the robots. All right, next, Miami at Virginia. Number 16, Miami at Virginia. Miami didn't show me a lot last week when FSU only got lost by 1 point, and they should have won that game. No, we're not bros. You mean like brothers? No, we're not brothers. Big sexy throb. That sounds so awful when you say it that way. Buckeyes over Bama. You are nuts. Nuts. Only way that happens is if Hurst has to come back into play. That's the only way that happens. Only way. If Tua's in there, I'm telling you, they beat some NFL teams. I believe that. Miami only beat FSU last week by 1 point. FSU sucks. But I still say Miami over Virginia. Had a hard time picking that game, but I think Miami beats Virginia. I'll send you $5, Eddie. Send me $5. Don't send it. 80 ain't even on right now. I'm just kidding. Send $85. That's fine. All right, next. Number 15, Wisconsin against number 12, Michigan. This was the hardest game. I picked this game 5 minutes before I did the live stream. I hadn't had it picked before that. 5 minutes before I picked Michigan. Harbaugh, I'm not sure Harbaugh is a good college coach. I'm sorry if you like Michigan. I'm sorry, but I'm just not sure he's a good college coach. Their defense of Michigan's good. Wisconsin's quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, he's a good quarterback, but I just think Michigan's defense is going to be too much for him. I'm going Michigan. I almost went with Wisconsin, Eddie. I did too. Throb says no way Michigan will lose. I think Michigan pulls that game out, but I'm on the fence. I mean, I'm just barely hanging towards Michigan's side. I mean, I'm just like this much. Very, very little. Last game of the top 25, Colorado versus USC. Colorado barely got by Arizona State by 1 quarterback. Upset alert. USC beats number 19 Colorado. That's my pick. USC hasn't been that good this week either, but I'm still, and I hate USC. There's a few teams I don't like. I hate the Buckeyes. It's not because Throb Nation likes them. I've never liked the Buckeyes, ever. And Throb Nation right there, you said we agree. Throb Nation, I said, wait, I hate the Buckeyes, and Throb Nation right here, I'm screenshotting it. Oh, where's that? I screenshot that. So you see right there that I said I hate the Buckeyes, and Throb Nation says we agree. You can read it right there on your screen. So, see? He agrees. Buckeyes suck. And I don't like Notre Dame, and I don't like USC, but I actually picked. So it is what it is. But there's my predictions. You can see they are all circled. So I won't be, I can check that next week. I will have the winners next week. So if you all did write this down, the winner next week that got the most right will win a Gear Runner decal. If y'all didn't write down, fine. Nobody wins a Gear Runner decal. Or maybe we do a different giveaway next week if nobody wanted to play along. Totally cool. No problem either way. I just wanted to change things up today. Instead of reading all the comments, I thought I'd do it a little different. Next. Boom. Next. I made notes. I made notes for you people. Notes. I ain't done that since I've been in school. Let's see here. LL had to send a dispute call. That's funny. Big Ten championship will be OSU versus Wisconsin. I think it'll be OSU and Michigan. That's what I think. Let's see here. So next I have the average 5-year depreciation of vehicles. I read an article this week. I think Buckeyes will win. I'm just saying. I think they're the second best team in the country because I don't think Georgia has showed me anything. I honestly, not just saying this, think when Florida plays Georgia, it's a 3-point game either way. Or maybe 7. I'll go 7. 1 touchdown, either or. Could be a late turnover that decides that game, but Georgia's that game. But Georgia's not showed me nothing yet. They've not really played anybody, and they let a lot of points on the board. And I think it's a 7-point game when they play Florida. We also have quite a bit of time between now and then. We have about 3 weeks before we play them, so that's quite a bit of practice time to get in before we play them. All right, so I have the best and worst average 5-year depreciation. This just came out yesterday. Or I read the article yesterday. It was on Google or Yahoo, and it was just posted. So sometimes they're a little late getting it up, but it was probably within the last few weeks. So the first 2, I think, are a little redundant. They could have put these into one. I don't know why they did. So what do you all think? Destiny Brown. Yeah, Georgia hasn't really played anyone this year. I'm a UGA fan. I mean, they've not showed me, and I'm not saying that to dog out Georgia because I'm an SEC fan, and I don't dislike Georgia. I think Kirby Smart has done a really good job with Georgia. And I think Mark Richt did a good job going to Miami. I think they both have better fits at both the places they went to, but Georgia just ain't showed me as much this year. Like I said, not dogging them out. They've just not showed me what they need to show me for me to be a true believer yet. All right, best and worst 5-year average. Best 5-year average. The top 2 are for holding the resale value is what this is. Holding resale value. What do you all think? Because basically the first 2 are the same. What do y'all think the first 2 are? Boom. Rob Yoda got it. Jeep. So the first and second are Jeep Wrangler Unlimited and a Jeep Wrangler. They both have 27.3% of a 5-year depreciation. That's it. They only depreciate 27.3% over 5 years, which is amazing. So I'm going to ask y'all, what do you think number 3 is? Just throw out some guesses. Number 3. On holding their resale value the best. There is one down that's number 5 that will blow your mind. Camry Tacoma. Rebel Rouser got it with Tacoma. Oops, I thought I meant worst. Nope, best. We're doing the best right now. We'll do worst in a minute. Tacoma was number 3. And I could believe that. And it was at 29.5, which is still amazing to hold that kind of depreciation or that small depreciation over 5 years. Number 4. What's y'all's number 4 pick? What do you think number 4 is? 71 Supercharged Suburban. That wasn't on it. That was not on it. See, all you taco haters. I don't hate tacos. I love tacos. Don't hate tacos, Rob. Me neither. I love eating tacos. So what do y'all think number 4 is? Hey, Brian, do you know a song has been discontinued, right? Yeah, a song has been. I know, Mike. Me too, baby. Me too. Number 4 is the Tundra. No shocker there. If you got Tacoma at 3, 4 is the Tundra. It's at 37.1%. Still under 40% depreciation over 5 years. This isn't just 1 year. This is 5 years. I mean, that's pretty amazing. This is one that shocked me. I want to see y'all guess what you think number 5 is. Just throw out some guesses, because I don't think anybody on this stream will get what number 5 is. Go. Dodge Ram. Nope. I will tell you that is on the list. I was shocked to see that on the list. We're talking about anything. But I will tell you that everything on this list is four-wheel drive vehicles for the best. Well, Jeep isn't a truck, but they are four-wheel drive vehicles. Ridgeline, nope. That's really good. Let's see here. Taco, nope. Nope. 4Runner, nope. 4Runner is on the list, but it isn't that. EcoVan, nope. Titan, nope. Edge, Elantra. Throb Nation's close. Mercedes G-Class, no. Mercedes is not in the top. Gear Runner, I don't like you. Camouflage hat, and I hate camouflage. That's a great hat. What's the best truck to haul a Lizard collection? Anything that pulls in front of Throb Nation's house is the best truck to haul a Lizard collection in. Preferably a U-Haul truck that's filled to the top. GMC, Suburban, Urkel car, F-150. No. Number 5, the Nissan Frontier. Shock and awe. Just let it soak in. I never imagined the Nissan Frontier would make the best. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Justin. Nissan Frontier, number 5. Then I know somebody, yeah, that's what it says. I'm telling you right here. The Nissan Frontier holds has a 5-year depreciation of 37.8%, and that's it. The Toyota 4Runner is next. The 4Runner does not hold its value. No, not Lamborghini. They probably didn't put them on the list. Lamborghini drops so much, it's ridiculous. If you're going to buy something like that, unless you're just going to keep it forever, you are probably better off leasing it than you are to buy it, unless you're just going to be a collector and keep it forever or something like that, or buy it used. Because Lamborghinis and the supercars, the bottom kind of falls out of them. Unless you buy a Ford GT. Holy crap. You buy a Ford GT today and in another, well, by tomorrow you could sell it for more than you got. I don't get that. That's crazy. But that's not on the list either. Next is a 4Runner. The Frontier is above the 4Runner. That blew my mind. It blew my mind. Did Rob write this list? I know, right? That's kind of right. I didn't check. I bet it was by Throb Nation. I bet it was. But the 4Runner is 38.1. So not huge difference, but almost a half a percentage point. Next, Silverado 1500. 39.7, and Sierra 1500 at 39.9. To me, that's the same truck. I know one's a GMC and one's a Chevy. It's the same company. I mean, it's the same company. So, they both made the list, though. Then you have, Courtney's going to like this, the Subaru Impreza at 42.3%. So a Subaru Impreza, it doesn't say WRX, but I'm assuming that is probably included. So basically, trucks hold their value well. But the Impreza is not a truck. It holds 42.3% of its value. In 5 years, Courtney, that car will still be worth more than half its value. The 4Runner, basically the Taco. It is. It kind of is. True. But in SUV form. And then the Ram pickup ends the list on the top 10 of average best. Yes, I did, Mike. Then I gave it to my uglier giant brother Gear. All right. So as you'll notice, there was one company that was not on the best list. Ford. No Fords made the list of the top 10 5-year depreciation best. Not a single Ford was on that. But there were 2 Jeeps, 3 Toyotas, 1 Nissan, 2 GM products, a Subaru product, and a Ram product. Let's see here. Sean said that it is a truck, right, Throb? Wonder why no Ford. Ford sucks. Heard it here first. On everything I ever do about a truck, I always mention how bad my Fords were. Nissan Frontier is not a truck. I don't know. I had one hauled a bunch of stuff in it. I had so much wood in a Frontier one time, the front tires weren't almost on the ground. Crazy. Not surprised Ford's horrible. I agree. But yeah, because Ford don't run. Ford in the category by itself. Yeah, the crappy category. Let's see here. Garner. Oh, Rob, you going to buy a Bentley? I know. He have a Bentley on the channel right now if he wanted it. All right. So that was the top 10. Best. No Ford. Let's get to the worst. Now, some of these kind of surprised me a little bit. Some of them you'd never guess, so I'm not even going to ask. All in all, because number one is the Nissan Leaf. Who's going to guess a Nissan Leaf? You know, I don't even think about a Leaf. It's all electric. I don't know. But in 5 years, it depreciates 71.7%. Don't buy a Leaf unless you're going to drive it till the wheels fall off. The Leaf is beautiful. I like Leaves when they change colors. Next is a Chevy Volt. 71.2%. We're seeing a pattern here. LL Leaf, not surprised. Me neither. Me neither. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen a Leaf on the road. I really don't. Not here anyway. Mostly trucks here, but what's a Nissan Leaf? It's an all-electric Nissan little crappy-looking car. It's ugly. And ain't the Volt, ain't it all-electric tool? Tool. Ain't it all-electric too? I'm pretty sure that it's all-electric also. Number 3 of the worst is a BMW 7 Series. It dropped 71.7% over 5 years. There are a few BMWs on this list, which makes me think. And, you know, don't buy a fake car truck, right? Actually, I had a customer I had a subscriber comment on a video like today, actually. I think it was today or yesterday, that asked me what it would take. He owned a Tesla, and he asked me what it would take for me to switch over to an all-electric truck. And my comment was on that, for me to switch over to an all-electric vehicle, it would have to be able to make it from where I live at right now to where I go to in Florida on one charge. And that's not close. I don't want to be getting there on like fumes in the battery, you know. I want to be able to get there with 25 or 30% of the battery left. You know, no problems, no worries. And then when I got there, I would like to be able to find a quick charger to charge it back within 30 minutes. Let's say 30 minutes. And they said, what if you could use a quick charger and charge it in 20 minutes? And I think I could go with that as long as it would get me over halfway there. And I could stop and charge it in 20 minutes while I was eating, and I never had to stop again. That's it. I don't want to have to. That's the only way I'm ever buying an electric car. I want the new DeLorean car they are making. I didn't know DeLorean was making a new car. Tulsa 10, South Florida 3, 2 minutes till half. They'll pick that up. I may have missed my first one right here. I agree, Gear. They're just not capable. That's it. I mean, seriously, they're not capable enough. I just don't see me doing that. All right, number 4 on the list, Mercedes-Benz S-Class of a don't buy, unless you're going to keep it till the wheels fall off. If you'll notice, there's a trend here. You're getting up to cars now that cost well over $60,000, $70,000, as in the 7 Series. When you start spending up close to $100,000 for a vehicle, the bottom falls out of it. My dream car is a Nissan GTR. Love the Nissan GTR. That thing does 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds with the launch control on, which is amazing. They call it Godzilla because it outruns tons of supercars, but you know they're $120,000 or $30,000. I found one a couple years ago. It had 4,000 miles on it, and it was just a hair over like $60,000. So it literally lost half its value in 4 years. 4 or 5 years. I mean, it had never been wrecked. It just, the bottom fell out of it. Corvette C07. I like Corvette. Hey, Justin, how's it going? I like Corvettes. My dad is a huge Corvette fan. He's owned 5. I've drove several Corvettes. Corvettes are fast. I ain't gonna lie. The new ones are fast. But if I was gonna spend enough money to buy that, I would buy a used GTR. I mean, I'm just being honest. I would buy a used GTR. Mike the Ram's still on the list. That's a good sign. Don't steal a thunder. It is. It is on the list. What's up, man? Love the channel. Thanks, Justin. I appreciate it. I got a lot of truck videos coming in right here coming up. Gun stuff will kind of tone down just for a week or so, and I'm gonna put some truck videos up. I try to mix it all in, but Honda makes a pure electric car. They do. I'm glad you said that because I forgot about it. I'll get back to what I was saying in just a second, Justin. Honda was not on the best list. That blew my mind. I really thought Honda would be on the best. It really blew my, I forgot to say that, but it really blew my mind that they were not on the best list. I was shocked by that. I really thought Honda would do better. But what I started to say is I've got truck content coming up over the next week or so, and then I'll put some more gun stuff in. I'll filter it back in. But as of right now, right this minute, everything that has been sent to me by a company for testing and review has all been put up. I've got all that stuff up. I've got more stuff coming in, but it's not in yet. But I'm caught up on all that as of right now. So while I'm caught up, I'm going to throw in some truck stuff. And then when more gun stuff comes in for testing and review, we'll get back to that. So next, number, what is it? 5, Ford Fusion. Ford did make the worst list with 69.4% over 5 years. I knew they'd make it somewhere. They made the worst. The F-150 didn't make either list. F-150 is actually older value pretty good. And I would imagine if the best went to 12, the F-150 would have probably been 11 or 12. But it didn't make it. I want to throw it in there. It did not make it. All right. Number, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. BMW 6 Series. Electric cars are going to replacing gas vehicles on the market. And that's true. I really think they will eventually. I don't think it's anytime soon, but I do think that they will replace electric cars because a lot of vehicles now are going to like a gas engine along with an electric motor for, low end torque. And that's just the way it is. And I think eventually it'll be all electric. I know why the Tundra wasn't on the good list because people don't sell them within 5 years. The Tundra was on the good list. The Tundra was number 4 on the good list. It only drops 37.1%. So it was actually number 4. Ford's still going to stop making cars. Last I heard, Ford was going to stop making cars. I've not heard anything different. So I'm assuming they still are. The grandpa calls his confusion because he hates it. Truth. Truth. Next. BMW 5 Series. So we've had the 7 Series, the 6 Series, and the 5 Series. We don't have a 3 Series on the list. I'll go ahead and tell you that. But just don't buy a BMW because they suck at holding their value. Most of the new electric cars are going to have interchangeable batteries now instead of charging. Yeah, I've heard that. And I've heard the Tesla has a thing where you just pull it in and raise it up, drop the battery, throw another one in it, freshly charge one, and they can do it in like 15 minutes. Maybe I could get on board with that, but that's a maybe. There's a lot of F-150s on the road, on the side of the road. I know, right? Seen like 2 the other day, and I was like, I need to take pictures of them and put them on Instagram just to PO the Ford people. So Ford didn't make the list. No, they did make the worst list. They did make the first. GTR is slow. No. GTR is 2.8 seconds. That's fast. And they outrun tons of supercars. GTR is smoking. The Mustang, they'll keep making. Yeah, they're going to keep making the Mustang. They will. BMW's good first 2 or 3 years. BMWs fall apart after about the 4th or 5th year. They're like BOAT. BOAT stands for break out another 1,000. That's a BMW right there. They're just going to stop making gas cars by 2019. I'll be able to buy from them. Really, I did not know that. I did not know that. Next on the list is the BMW, or not BMW, but Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Another Mercedes. S-Class and E-Class both are on here, and it drops 67.2%. Bottom falls out of high-end cars like that. It's just the way it is. Next is the Jaguar XJL at 66.4. Again, another high-end car. Just ain't holding its value. Last on the worst list is the Chevy Impala. Green Beans, what's up? How are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a great night. Chevy Impala made the list. Never did like the Impala. No wonder it made the list. Sounds like to buy an electric or hybrid vehicle, you're pretty much flushing your money. Yeah, truth. Now, Tesla didn't make the list. And maybe that's because they don't produce enough of them. I don't know what the standards for this was. It didn't say what they had to, how many they had to sell or how many they had to make or something like that to be on this list. And that could be why you don't see stuff like Lamborghini on it, because they don't produce enough cars. It was probably by how many cars produced per year, if I was guessing. A bunch of money wasted at yes on BMW. You are exactly right. All hybrid cars will run on electric and have gas for backup. Truth. And, I might be able to get into that as long as it's like the Prius and you can run that. But I don't want a Prius. I would want, a really awesome looking car. But nobody's really come out with that yet. Why don't you like the Impala? I don't know. We got one at work, and I don't know. I just don't like how it drives. I'm just not a fan of it. I had a chicken critter salad. I am stuffed. Chicken critter? So was it chicken or was it a critter? I don't know what a chicken critter salad was. Hope your stomach doesn't hurt later. Just kidding. I like chicken salads. 41 Willis Overland pickup, gasser with 871 blower, Hillborn mechanical fuel. Good Lord, that's a lot. That blower, that sounds like a big blower. I'm not real familiar with blowers. I know what blowers are, but I'm not familiar with the numbers. Pretty much it is a grandma and grandpa car, Mopar. The critters that live on chickens. Oh God, like mites and stuff. That's god awful. I want to show y'all something. After last week's live stream, I had a subscriber that sent me some money through PayPal to get some ammo. I don't know if they want to be named or not. I would like to thank you for sending me that money, and I want to show you that I did buy 570 rounds of ammo today. I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for helping support the channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. This 570 rounds will come in handy. The reason it was 70 rounds, because I found some HST and I had a few dollars left to spend. So I bought a box of HST just to test out in my new custom Glock. And I will be carrying that Glock whenever I get it. And I want to test hollow points to make sure they function in it, because it'll have a new custom barrel. I'm going to get one of those tie-nye barrels in it and stuff like that. And a comp, so I want to make sure hollow points run through it. So I'll probably run my old hollow points through it and replace them with a new one. But then again, thank you again for the ammo. That is greatly appreciated. I go through a lot of money on ammo, and again, thank you very much. Let's see here. Where are we at? Have you seen the new Volkswagen electric bus? No, I've not. I hope it looks like the old one. I love those old ones, but God, they go for a lot of money now. It is amazing what those old Volkswagen buses go for. And we have one here in Greenville that a guy that owns the Ford dealership actually owns, and it is beautiful. It is. He drives it all the time. It's awesome. Just that's awesome it is, Justin. It was very, very nice. Rob says nice, very cool. That was very, very cool. Let's see everybody saying hi to Brian, and hi Beans, and hi Brian. Gear Runner, you can kill this gnat for me. It won't leave me alone. God, I hate gnats. Gnats and mosquitoes are the worst thing, and spiders are the worst thing in the world. We can do without them. And the only reason spiders are good is because they eat the gnats and mosquitoes. If it wasn't for that, if we didn't have any gnats and mosquitoes, we'd just do away with the spiders. I'm just saying. Just saying. Corey, did you have fun at Comic-Con? I'm sure she did. I'd love to go to Comic-Con. Chris said Rob wants a Volkswagen bus. Rob said I do. And just says, hey, 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 hey. And Destiny says stinky bugs. Yeah, I hate bugs. Hate mats. They're thick here. I'm sure you mean gnats. They're very thick in North Carolina. Very, very thick. They eat you up over there. It's crazy. I'd be okay with gnats and spit spot. But I think I would too. Scott S. thought I'd say, hey to everyone, including you, Gear. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Thanks for being on the live stream. We're actually just now fixing to get off here. Swarms of stink bugs. We got a lot of stink bugs. Yeah, we do, Mike. It's crazy. Let's see here. Scott. Do Richard. It was crazy there. So many awesome costumes. Again, we've been here for about 80 minutes right now. I want to thank you all for being on the live stream. Before we get off here, no, we'll miss you, Gear. Before we get off here, so I want to ask you all a question. I want you all to tell me the truth. I'm a grown man. I can take it. Tell me the truth. Did you like how we did it tonight, where I didn't read every comment? I tried to catch the questions in the comments the best I could, but I actually had something else to talk about, and I didn't really read all the comments. So do you like it better like that, where it's more interactual, where I have like knowledgeable stuff to go over, or do you like it better where I read the comments? Because I can do it either way. It doesn't bother me either way. Don't leave, Gear. I'm staying right here in Tennessee. I can do it either way. This way I just have to prepare stuff. Now you'll know, I want y'all to know, you'll know if I didn't prepare anything, because I won't read the comments. If I read the comments, you'll know I was lazy that week and didn't prepare nothing for the live stream. And I want to apologize for them days, because there are days I get lazy and don't feel like doing stuff. And that's why I keep like 30 videos already made on my phone, because there's days I don't feel like shooting videos. So I have some already in queue that I can upload. And that's why my phone is completely full, because I have so many videos on it. But that's a good thing, because at least I have them and I can still put them up on days I'm kind of dragging hind in. But did y'all like it the way I did tonight? Let me know. I like the new live stream. Thanks, Justin. And I'm serious. If y'all didn't like it, say it sucked. Go back to the other way. I'm good with it. I can take it. I just wanted to change it up. Edge says, good night, guys. Doug said yes, he liked it. Edge says 4. That's my favorite number, so I'll take it as a yes. Thunder yes, absolutely, much better format. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it, buddy. Rob says a later Edge. Mike, have a great weekend, Gear and gang. Going to adopt this too. Have at it, Rob. When you do it this way, you do actually have to prepare for it. I didn't take a ton of time, maybe an hour and a half to prepare for the live stream throughout the week. I didn't do it all at one time. I prepared this throughout the week. So, it wasn't too bad. Let's see here. We'll miss you. We'll miss you too, but I'll see you soon. Much better flow, and you seem more relaxed. Thanks. I appreciate it. It is. I mean, you're talking about stuff you kind of know about, and it just makes things go a little bit better. Rob having a guest. I hope Rob does have a guest lizard. Krista, dude, it would be so awesome if you'd throw a lizard on Rob. Much less stuttering, too. Do I stutter? I like the way you're doing it now. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll continue that then, Gear. I'll be reading a lot of comments. That's fine. I mean, either way you want to do it, I'm cool with it. I just thought I would change it up this week. I don't mind people that read the comments. It didn't bother me. I don't mind you not reading the comments, but you're killing me with the football. Sorry, but you lose my interest quick. Sorry, I'll try to mix it up some. Did you like the car stuff? I tried to throw in some football. I threw in some guns. I threw in some car stuff. I tried to get a mix for a little bit of everybody. Is really what I tried to do. So I really did the main 3 things I do on the channel to try to get a mix in for everybody. Like I said, maybe next week if I do the football, I go through it a little faster so I don't bore people as much, and move on to something else a little quicker. So I just wanted to get a little bit in here for everyone. How'd you know, Mike? It's a secret. Let's see here. Same Courtney. I like that, Mike. Gear the lizard. That's right. Gear the lizard. Brother told me that fly spiders will hunt and kill brown recluses. I wish I had a ton of them then. So you don't feel like, yeah, you don't have to feel like you need to read all the comments. I appreciate it. Gear got to go and put on some pants because his bottom half is cold. Nope, I've got on sweatpants right now, believe it or not. 570 equals a half hour of run. Truth. It sucks. Just kidding. Only one team to talk about, the Buckeyes. Yeah, we'll talk about how bad they are if you want to. Texas A&M for the win. I agree. I think Texas A&M does win this week. And Carl, welcome to the end of the live stream, buddy. I appreciate you being here, but we're fixing to get off here. I've been on here for almost 85 minutes. It was good overall. And I have to have a change. I mean, I just thought I'd change it up. Just do 5 games next time, maybe. Maybe I do five or 6 games next week. Just don't watch football, but then some people might not like car stuff. Got to mix it up. I tried to mix it up the best I could for a little bit of everybody. Saw a cool praying mantis the other day. Those are cool. I had a praying mantis attack me one time when I was little. It scared the bejesus out of me. It sat on a door the whole time. I went in and outside the house like 15 times. All of a sudden, it decided to attack my leg. I was like 5. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know what it's doing. I didn't know if it was going to bite my leg off or something. It's crazy. Back then, you know, I was this big and the praying mantis was this big. So, second that. Night, fellas. Have a good night, Rob. Carl, yeah, man, found you on Tundra. Just bought one last week. Already lifted and added to course. Nice. Are you on Instagram? If you are, I'm Gear Runner on Instagram, just like this. Give me a follow. I'll follow you back if you're not already. And I can't wait to see it. Congratulations on the new truck and enjoy it. A lot of Tundra stuff coming up this week. I know I've had a lot of gun stuff, but I want to throw that out there. A lot of Tundra stuff. Rob, I did shoot the exhaust video today. That'll go up Monday. Back at Reboot. Yeah, we're getting off here now. Welcome to the channel, Carl. Yes, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. Anyways, got to stay safe, but network crapped out. Fine, bad, Ford Fusion. Awesome car. Let's see here. Worst list makes mom and get the cars. Yeah, Ford Fusions are awful. I don't like them. Walked into the spider web day, got a spider on me, freaked out, screamed like a little girl. Oh my God. I got a spider on me one time, hit it with a flashlight. It was so big it thumped. I was like, oh my God, I thought it was just going to eat a hole through me. Well, Andy, and said everyone else, y'all have a good night. Take care. God bless and have a good one. God bless you too, Dan. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. Cool. I'm looking forward to the 3rd best truck. Like I said, that exhaust video will be up Monday. Thank you all for being here. You all are awesome. Like I said before, best subs in the world. You all rock. Thanks again. You all have a great night, a great week. See you next time. See you later.